Morning students. So we have solved some problems, example problems. Now we'll do some problems from textbook, page number T34, question number 6. So I'll explain you and I'll give you hint of 6th problem, 7th problem, 8th and 9th problem. So 4 problems hint I'll give you and I want you to solve these problems. Okay, the 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th problems. So 4 problems hints I'm giving. It's very easy format, we know, and I want you to solve these problems. Okay, now what all hints is required that I'll write on the paper. Okay, so first what he says, see the 6th question. In the list of following assets and liabilities, prepare balance sheet of Subodh Company Limited as per Schedule 3, Part 1 of the Companies Act 2013. So he is asking you to prepare company final accounts. Okay, so we'll prepare balance sheet. He is asking you to prepare balance sheet. Okay, we'll prepare balance sheet. Now the format of balance sheet. Then first what he says, he's saying sundry creditors. So sundry creditors means directly we can write under trade payables. Okay, so current liabilities we can write under directly sundry creditors as trade payables. Calls in arrears, we know what to do with calls in arrears. Here we are having share capital 8 lakhs. From that you have to deduct calls in arrears 80,000. Okay, so you have to prepare one working note for share capital, and in working note you have to write 8 lakhs minus 80,000, that you have to do, and outer column 7 lakh 20, that you have to do with the calls in arrears. Then cash in hand, cash at bank, we know this will go to cash in hand. Cash at bank will have, we have to write this in cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalent. So we know cash and cash equivalent means we have to write in current assets. So we have to write these both items, cash in hand, cash at bank, in cash and cash equivalents under current assets. Next, we have discount on issue of shares. How much is discount on issue of shares? 5,000. So this discount on issue of shares you have to deduct from reserves and surplus. Let me prepare working note of reserves and surplus. Okay, so here I am preparing working note of reserves and surplus. Let me prepare share capital also. So working note of share capital I am preparing here. Share capital, question number 6. So your share capital is how much? The working note which is important that I am drawing here, writing here. So that is 8 lakhs is your share capital. First let me explain about the share capital. Minus calls in arrears, is 80,000. So outer column we can write 7,20,000. So this you have to write under share capital. Okay, next is what? Reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus, this also working note I'll show you. Okay, so here we are having discount on issue of shares. So you have to write minus under reserves and surplus, discount on issue of shares. Okay, how much is that? 5,000 you write in brackets. Next, we have goodwill. We know goodwill, what to do with the goodwill. We have to write this goodwill under intangible assets. Okay, this goodwill is intangible assets. Next, what is saying? Interest payable on debentures. So what you do with interest debentures, you write 6 lakhs. Interest payable, you have to pay interest on debentures. That is means it's a liability. It's a liability. How much is liability? 30,000. So this 30,000 you have to write under other current liabilities. So I am writing here, this you write other current liabilities. So discount on this interest payable on debentures you have to write under other current liabilities. So debentures, we know we have to write debentures. We have to write debentures under long term borrowings. We have to write under debentures under long term borrowing 6 lakhs. Okay. Next, what do we have? We have trade receivables. So we have 135 here, discount after provision we are having 135. We are having trade discount. This is debtors. After provision you take, so 135, 1,35,000. So we write directly 1,35,000 in balance sheet. So balance sheet under current assets you have to write trade receivables. So the name for trade debtors is what? Trade receivables. Under that trade receivables you have to write debtors. How much you will write? Debtors 1,35,000. Okay, so do not consider this 15,000. Next is bills payable. Where you will write bills payable? This bills payable you have to write under trade payables. You have to include this bills payable under trade payables. So here we are somewhere we are having trade payable. Do we have trade payable? No, we don't have. So this bills payable you have to write under trade payable. Okay, so 65,000 we are having bills payable. Next, checks and drafts on hand. Checks and drafts on hand means we have to write under cash and cash equivalent. So cash and cash equivalent we are having here 30,000. here 1,20,000 and 10,000. So you have to write 30 plus 120, 150 plus 10,000, 160, 1,60,000 as trade cash and cash equivalent. So you will be writing, we have to prepare one more working. So cash and cash equivalent, in that you have to write first what? Cash in hand, cash at bank, and cash and checks and drafts on hand 10,000. So 1,20,000 plus 30 plus 10,000. So your cash and cash equivalent will be 1,60,000. Okay, I'm not writing here. I explained you. Please prepare the cash and cash equivalent notes. Next, so that what we are having, share capital we have seen, investment in government bonds. So investment in bond means what? You are investing in government bonds means you have to write under non-current assets. You have to write under non-current assets. We have non-current investment. In that you have to write 90,000. Okay, this will go to the balance sheet. In the asset side, under non-current assets, you have to write non-current investments 90,000. Okay, next, preliminary expenses. Now again you are having preliminary expenses. You have to come to here in balance, reserves and surplus. You have to write preliminary expenses. This we are seeing for the first time. We are seeing discount on issue of shares and preliminary expenses for the first time, and both you have to deduct from both items you have to deduct from reserves and surplus. Okay, general reserve you have to deduct. Okay, next what we are having, loans and advances to staff. Loans and advances to staff means this loan is being given to the staff. Loans and advances to the staff. The company is giving loans. The company is giving loans. To whom they are giving? They are giving to the staff. How much? 90,000. So what you have to do? You have to write this 90,000 under loans and advances. So you have to write under loans and advances as 90,000. We have in balance sheet, right? See, when we see the format, in the format we'll be having loans and advances here. Assets we are having, right? In assets we are having loan, long-term loans and advances. So you write under long-term loans and advances as 90,000. Okay, so you have to write under loans and advances 90,000. Next, we are having building. We know building and plant and machinery, that both we have to write under tangible assets. Okay, next, inventory means what? We know inventory, where to write inventory. Okay, next what? Furniture also. So with this building, plant and machinery and furniture, so you have to prepare one more working note. One more note that has tangible assets. Under that you have to write under tangible assets. First is what? Building 5,50,000, plant and machinery 6,30,000, and furniture 20,000. Okay, inventory you have to directly write under inventory. So your tangible assets total will be 5,50,000 plus 6,30,000, 5,50,000 plus 6,30,000, plus furniture is how much? 20,000. So it will be 12 lakhs. So your tangible assets will be 12 lakhs. So building is 5,50,000, plant and machinery 6,30,000, and furniture is 20,000. Put together 12 lakhs. So you have to prepare one more working note for tangible assets. Okay. Next is what? Profit and loss account, and we have general reserve. So this will, I'll write here general reserve first. In the reserves and surplus column, I'm writing general reserve first. So how much is the value of general reserve? 1,50,000. So this 1,50,000 is general reserve. Next, what we are having? Profit and loss account credit balance. How much is that? 75,000. So plus we are doing, or we are writing profit and loss account, loss statement. In bracket you write profit. Okay, 75,000. So you add 1,50,000 plus 75,000 minus 5,000 minus 10,000. So you will be getting 2,10,000 as reserves and surplus. So this 2,10,000 you have to go to and write in the format. 2,10,000 you have to write in the format as 2,10,000 as reserves and surplus. So reserves and surplus is 2,10,000. Okay, done. Okay, so we have seen all the problem, all the treatment of these items which is given in the question. Okay, so please do solve the problem. It's very easy. So 2 working notes I have prepared: share capital and reserves and surplus. You have to prepare one more working note, that is cash and cash equivalent, and what is next? Tangible assets. Okay, so 2 I prepared: share capital and reserves and surplus. After that you prepare tangible assets and cash equivalent. Okay. Next, after this we'll go for 7th problem. 7th is very easy. Okay, I'll explain 7th problem also. See, in 7th problem what he is saying. The following balances have been extracted from the books of Sunil Company Limited as at 31st March 2015. So here he has given balance sheet of a company. The name of the company is Sunil Company Limited, and the date is 31st March 2015. So we know what to do with the heading. Heading also we know, right? First you'll write Sunil Company Limited, then you'll write balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. So this we know, right? Next, what all information is given? Let us see. First is saying equity share capital of rupees fully paid up share of 100 each. So 4 lakh. We know this we have to write under where we have to write this 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs we have to write under share capital. Next, cash and bank balance. This is cash and cash equivalent. We have to write this in under cash and cash equivalent. Bill receivable you have to write under trade receivables. Okay. Next, fixed assets we are having. First is tangible asset at cost 6,60,000, and one more item is related to accumulated depreciation 30,000. So what you do, the seventh problem I am showing here, we'll write here what he's saying. He's saying as fixed tangible asset at cost. So let me prepare tangible assets as working. This is for seventh problem. Okay, tangible assets, small working I am preparing. So I'll be writing here as he's saying same tangible assets. I am writing as the same tangible assets at cost. He's saying how much is that? 6,60,000. Okay. From that, one more item he's saying. Okay, this inventory creditors we'll see later. Accumulated depreciation. So you write what? Minus accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation. How much is that accumulated depreciation? We are having 30,000 as accumulated depreciation. You write 30,000 here, and deduct from 6,60,000. You will get 6,30,000 as tangible assets. So you have to write in balance sheet as tangible assets 6,30,000. Okay. Treatment is very easy. What you have to do, you have to prepare a working note. 6 lakhs tangible asset 6,60,000 minus 30 accumulated depreciation. You have to write under tangible assets as 6,30,000. Okay. Chalo. Next, we know inventories we have to write under current assets. Creditors also you have to write under current liabilities as trade payables. Trade payables. Right. Next we are having provision for taxation. This we have to show under short-term provisions. Okay. Next, debentures is 2 lakhs. Unsecured loan from subsidiaries, loan long term. So these both 5% debentures and unsecured loan from subsidiaries, these both are long term borrowings. Debtors and these both are long term borrowings. So you have to prepare one more working note, long term borrowings, and you have to write what? 2 lakhs plus 50,000, 2,50,000. So first you have to prepare before intangible asset you have to prepare long term borrowing. What? Working note. So long term borrowing we are having 2 lakhs plus 50, 2,50,000. Okay. Next, general reserve, how much we are having? 1 lakh. Then investments we are having long term 70,000. It is 70,000. This is 70. Long term investment 70,000. So this 70,000 again we have to write under non-current investments. Okay. Under balance sheet we have to write under non-current assets. Under the non-current assets we are having non-current investment. In that you have to write 70,000. Underwriting commission is how much? 5,000. This commission you have to deduct from general reserve. I repeat, this underwriting commission you have to deduct from general reserve. So you have to prepare one more working note, that is reserves and surplus. You have to prepare one more working as reserves and surplus. You write under reserves and surplus general reserve. How much is general reserve? 1 lakh. Next lakh minus underwriter commission 5,000. Outer column 1,95,000 like this. This is 1 lakh as general reserve minus underwriter commission 5,000. Outer column we write 95,000. This is reserves and surplus. Okay. So reserves and surplus you have to prepare one more working note. Reserves and surplus 1 lakh 50 minus underwriter commission 5,000, 95,000. Okay, done. Interest accrued and due on debentures. So interest is accrued and due on debentures. How much is interest accrued and due on debentures? 10,000. Okay. So this interest is due. So where do you have to write this? You have to write this under short-term provisions. Sorry, other current liabilities. You have to write this on under other current liabilities. Other current liabilities. OCL. Other current liabilities. You have to write this interest accrued and due on debentures. Okay, done. Simple. So 3 working notes you have to prepare. First one, general reserve you prepare. Next one you prepare long-term borrowings. Third one you prepare intangible assets. I repeat, first working note is reserves and surplus. Third is long-term borrowings. Second one. First is reserves and surplus. Second note is long-term borrowings. And third is intangible assets. Sorry, tangible assets. 3 working notes you have to prepare. Okay. reserves and surplus, long-term borrowings, tangible assets. This sequence you follow. Done. Easy, very easy. Only you have to draw the format. You should know the format. Okay. Chali. So 6th and 7th I showed you. I want you to solve. It's very easy. You can get the solution. Next is what? 8th one. I say 8th one is very interesting. He is adding many items. Okay. So what all items, important items we are having in 8th problem, that I'll do working notes. Okay. Only working notes I'll prepare. Okay. So after that working notes, you have to prepare the format, and you have to write that amount in the format. So let us first see what all working notes we have to prepare. First we'll read the question, then we'll see what all working notes we have to prepare. What is saying? The following particulars of Private Company Limited prepare balance sheet as prescribed by the Companies Act 2013. Okay, we know the heading. Private Company Limited balance sheet as on 31st March 2013. Okay, next. Profit on debit balance is saying debit balance. This is a loss. Whenever he says profit and loss, the profit and loss DR balance. DR means debit loss. See here he is saying CR somewhere. CR means credit balance. This is a profit. CR means profit. Okay. DR means loss. Okay. So in this problem we are having loss to the company. How much? 2 lakhs. Next, 12% debentures. So this is, we know this is long-term borrowing. This is long-term borrowing. How much is long-term borrowing? 2 lakhs. Next we are having declared dividends. How much is declared dividends? 20,000. This is declared dividends. You have to write under other current liability. So this is other current liability. Declared dividends you have to show under other current liability. Okay. New items which we are getting, that I'm writing here as declared dividends you have to write under other current liability. Next, equity share capital we are having, preference share capital we are having. So you have to prepare share capital working also. So we have two types of shares. One is equity, other is preference. So this is also working you have to prepare. So this both will go under equity, and preference will go under share capital. Okay. Next, stock in trade we are having. Stock in trade means inventory. Stock in trade means inventory we have to prepare. Bills receivable we are having. So bills receivable is was trade receivables. Plant and machinery we are having. This is tangible asset. Stores and repairs. So this stock in trade and inventory, this stock stores and spares. Stock in trade, stores and spares. This both will go under inventory. This both will go under inventory. So we have to prepare working note of inventory also. Okay. Next, what we are having, debentures of 100 each long term. So this is long term borrowings. So we have tried debentures. Here we are having one debentures, that is 2 lakhs, and one more here we are having 2 lakhs. So total borrowings is how much? 2 lakhs plus 2 lakhs, 4 lakhs we are having. Okay. Here 12% debentures we are having, and here 12% debentures of 100 each long term. So we are having 2 lakhs. So total our debentures is how much? 2 plus 2, 4 lakhs. Wait. Something is wrong in the problem. It's investment. Long-term borrowings, this is an investment. 12% Tata Steel debentures of 100 each long-term. This is an investment. This is investment. Don't get confused. We are investing. Our company name is what? Private Company Limited. So we are purchasing Tata Steel debentures. So we are buying. So it is an investment. So we write under non-current investment. These debentures you have to write under non-current investments. So don't get confused. So he is testing like this. This company is issuing. This is long-term borrowings. They are taking from outside long-term borrowings. Now here they are investing somewhere. So this is non-current investment. Don't get confused. 12% debentures is non-current liability. Non-current means we can say long-term borrowings. This is long-term borrowings. Let me write here. Long-term borrowings is 2 lakhs, and we are investing in a company that is long-term 2 lakhs. So non-current investment. Okay. Building we are having 3 lakh 15. So here plant and machinery we are having, building we are having. So we have to prepare one more what? Tangible assets. Okay. One more working as tangible assets we have to prepare. Okay. Next, we are having prepaid expenses. So prepaid expenses we have tried under where we have tried under prepaid expenses, we have tried under other current assets. Other current assets. Prepaid expenses we have tried under other current assets. Okay. Next, bank overdraft. This bank overdraft you have tried under other current liability. So this bank overdraft also other current liability. So bank overdraft is other current liability. So you have to prepare one more working, that is declared dividends, other current liability. Okay, I'll prepare all the working notes, don't worry. Next we are having what? Security deposit for telephone. How much is that? 5,000. How much we are depositing? 5,000. This is long-term loans and advances. So this you have tried under balance sheet, long-term loans and advances. Long-term advance you have tried under assets. You have tried under assets, long-term advances and loans and advances. Okay, in balance sheet you have tried under non-current assets. Okay, next bills payable, we know trade payable liability, trade payables. Brands, this is intangible asset. So here we are having intangible asset 1,10,000. Okay, so this is intangible asset. Branch is intangible asset. Interest accrued on investment. How much is interest accrued on investment? 12,000. So we have to earn some investment. Interest on investment, it is 12,000. So this is again you have tried under other current assets. So interest accrued on investment you have tried under other current assets. So we have two other current assets. One is prepaid expenses, other is what? Interest accrued on investments. Okay, so we know the share application money pending allotment, this we know. So we have tried directly in balance sheet. Employee earned leave payable on retirement, this is long-term provision. So I have written here as long-term provision. So in liability we write long-term provisions, right? In that you have tried long-term provisions 45,000. Next we are having computer software under development. This computer software means that is, this is again intangible asset. This is also intangible asset. Okay, next what we are having? We are having premium payable on redemption of debentures. Premium payable on redemption of debentures. So we have to write under this as long-term borrowings. Other long-term borrowings we have tried this 20,000. Other long-term borrowings. Okay, and we are writing under other long-term borrowings, or you can write under other long-term capital liabilities. So we have in a format, right, like this. Wait, let me show you. See here we are having, right, other long-term liabilities. We can show under other long-term liabilities. This premium payable on other long-term liabilities you can show other long-term liabilities. Okay, premium payable on redemption of debentures, other long-term liabilities. Okay, so don't worry, I'll draw what all workings we have to prepare. So first working is what? Our first working is let me write here. In rough I am doing, please excuse. In rough I am drawing this, writing this. So what all working notes are required that I am preparing? Okay, wait, I am looking for pen now. Super. Okay, let me write with black pen. So first your working note will be share capital. I will let you prepare. Why I should prepare? It will be easy for you to solve an exam. So first working note is share capital. First working note. Okay. After first working note, profit reserves and surplus, you write 2 lakhs as in brackets. Write reserves and surplus, you write in brackets 2 lakhs, and you have to deduct. You have to show balance sheet in 2 lakhs as in negative. Balance in negative means write in brackets, and you have to deduct from share capital. You have to deduct from share capital. Okay. Next, after that we are having what? After this share capital, you prepare other current liabilities. Second one is other current liabilities. In other current liabilities, okay, in share capital what you'll show? You'll show equity share capital and preference share capital. And other current liability, what you'll show? Other current liabilities, we are having one declared dividend, one is what? Bank overdraft. So these two you have to show under other current liabilities. One is declared dividends, other is what? Other bank overdraft. These two you have to show under other current liabilities. Next, what we are having? Next working note is, what is the next working note? After that we have to prepare tangible assets. Next is tangible assets. So we are having tangible assets, two tangible assets. One is plant and machinery, other is what? Buildings. So you have to show under tangible assets, plant and machinery and buildings. Okay. Next, after that, fourth one. What is fourth one we are having here? After that fourth one we have to do inventories. Inventories we have to do. Fourth one, inventories. Okay. In inventories also again we have having two items. But the first is what? Stock in trade. Other is what? Stores and spares. So in inventories we are having stock in trade and stores and spares. Okay, two items. Next, after that we have to prepare one more working as tangible. After tangible you prepare intangible assets. After tangible we are having intangible. What all intangible we are having? See here. First is what? Branch is first intangible asset, and computer software is one more intangible asset. So here we are having two intangible assets. One is what? Branch. Other is what? Computer software. Okay, done. Next, after that, inventories. So first is share capital, other current liabilities, tangible assets, intangible assets, inventory. After that, other current asset. Other current asset. In other current asset you have tried two items. One is prepaid expenses, other is what? Here we are having where is interest on accrued on investment. So other current assets you have tried two things. One is what? Prepaid expenses, other is what? Interest accrued on investments. Clear? Done. Next, done. So this all working notes you have to do. Okay, so this is direct. Non-current investment is direct. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 workings you have to prepare. This is fourth one, fifth one, this is sixth one. Okay, easy. You can prepare it, right? You can solve it. Yes, you can solve it. Eighth one. Next, it's very easy. You can solve eighth one problem. Okay, so 6 working notes you have to prepare, and rest of the things you have to write directly in the solution. Okay, next, ninth one you have to do. So explained the most of the part. Only you have to write that in solution. You have to prepare the format and you have to write that in the format. That's it. Okay, if you do not understand, see the video 2-3 times, you'll understand. It's very easy. Okay, you have patience. You must have patience when you solve this 8th problem. Ninth one now. It's very easy. The following particulars furnished by Shubham Company Limited. Prepare balance sheet as of 31st March 2015. So you have to prepare balance sheet. A company name is given, Shubham Company Limited. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. Let us see what is here. Share capital is given 1 lakh. This credit balance you have to take. Credit balance is liabilities and debit balance will be assets. Okay, we know the simple. It's a trial balance is giving. Calls and rates is giving 1000. So from 10 lakhs you deduct 100,000. Okay, this we know. Land, buildings, plant and machinery, furniture. These all are tangible assets. We know this. So you have to prepare working note of tangible asset. First prepare working note of share capital. Let me write what all working notes we have to prepare. First is share capital. Next is tangible asset. Then loan. Then the general reserve we are having. Let us see we have a profit and loss account, credit balance. Next, loan from bank. You are taking loan from bank. It's a liability. It's a liability. How much is liability? 2,10,000. Sorry, your general reserve is 2,10,000. Loan from bank is 1,50,000. The general reserve means this 1 lakh, 2 lakh you have tried under reserves and surplus. Okay. Loan from bank. This is long-term borrowing. Long-term borrowing. You are taking loan from bank. Next, raw materials, stock. We have finished goods and raw material. Prepare inventory. Inventory working note. Okay. Provision for taxation. You have tried this provision for taxation under short-term provision. Okay. Next we have debtors. We know what to do with the debtors. You have tried this debtors under where do you have to write debtors? Trade receivables. Current assets, under current assets, trade receivables you have tried. Okay. Next what do we have? Advance, short term. We know advance rate we have tried. This advance you have tried under short term loans and advances under current asset. Under current asset you have tried. Current asset में one more heading we are having short term loans and advances. Short term loans and advances in that you have tried. So profit after provision for taxation 1,46,000. This 2,10,000 plus 1,46,000. So you have to prepare one more working that is called what? Reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus working note you have to prepare. Under that you write first general reserve. Here we have 2,10,000 and profit 1,46,700. So cash balance, cash at bank. Cash balance, cash at bank. So both you have tried under cash and cash equivalents. One more working note you have to prepare, cash and cash equivalents. Okay, working note one more. Loan unsecured. This is loan unsecured means what? So you have to prepare long term borrowings. So loan from bank 1,50,000 and loan unsecured 1,21,000 means you have to prepare long term borrowings. Okay, working note. Sunday creditors means trade payables. Okay, Sunday creditors means trade payables. It's easy. So it's easy, we can prepare this now. So what all working notes we have to prepare in this problem? Let me write. This is 8th problem. This is 9th one. In 9th problem, you have to prepare first share capital, reserves and surplus. Next, long-term borrowings. These three you have to prepare for liabilities. Share capital, reserves and surplus, long-term borrowings. Then you have to prepare tangible assets. Okay. Then you have to prepare after tangible assets. Prepare cash and cash equivalents. That's it. First one share capital, second one reserves and surplus, third one long term borrowing, fourth one tangible assets, fifth one cash and cash equivalents. That's it. Only 5 you have to prepare. One more is here, inventories. If you want to prepare, otherwise directly is given inventory 2,50,000. Write directly in balance sheet inventories 2,50,000. Okay, so this 2,50,000 you have to write under inventories. Done. So simple. So 6th one, 7th one, 8th one, 9th one. So I explained everything. I want you to solve these problems. Please solve the problems, practice, and after that I'll solve 2 or 3 problems with adjustment. Okay, with adjustment we are having like this. We already solved, right? But I'll solve 2-3 problems where you have to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet also. Profit loss statement and balance sheet like this will be asked. So that also I'll explain. 2 or 3 problems I'll explain and rest you have to solve. Okay, Charlie. Thank you. Do practice.